Alrighty, folks. I am back. Kind of as I mentioned previously, perhaps briefly, maybe you didn't hear. I have downloaded Magic the Gathering Arena on this PC, which means I have the option and capability to stream it now. And I've been a long time player of Magic the Gathering. And yeah, who knows? It might be a great series to showcase for y'all here on the channel. So if it is something you'd like to see, as I oftentimes say, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Donate to the Emerald Stormer Show if you have the desire and means to do so. Got my gamer shades on. Hopefully they help reduce the eye fatigue from just staring at this screen all day. But I'll have to see. And next week I'll be back on my work schedule, so expect most of my streams to be back on the weekend. So probably Hearthstone, WoW leveling, Hades if I'm still playing it in Spiritfarer will be the lineup. And then once I beat Hades, I might replace it with either Magic or Being Right Ace Attorney. So yeah. Plenty of exciting stuff in store for you folks. Okay, without further ado, let's cut to the chase. There we go. Okay. I believe there's a new expansion now. Murder at Castle in A3. Might have a small pack opening to the end too, which I've never had. Okay, we got 5 games. Yep, Murder at Castle in Aethria. And as a matter of fact, it's also Castle in A3 and WoW. Only problem is, I don't know if I have a high enough item level to do it. Kind of a pain in the butt. That's one of the things I hate about WoW. Hard to experience things. A lot of stuff is gated in the game and it's just not fun. Whereas in Hearthstone, you can experience, you know, the expansion without having to worry about how many cards you got in the previous expansion. You know, it's like, there are just some things that I seriously think that the WoW development team needs to think about, because I'm probably not going to get Dragonflight. I'm probably going to cancel the subscription. It's just too grindy in my opinion, the game, and it's been that way for a while. Like, you gotta grind out gear, you gotta grind covenants now, the races, you gotta level, it's just one big grind and pain in the butt, to be blunt. And yeah, I think games should be fun, engaging. Kind of what I mentioned in Spiritfarer, it shouldn't feel like a chore. You got Surge Denathrius, Lifesteal, Battlecry, deal 5 damage randomly amongst enemies. Endlessly infuse 1, deal 1 more. I don't know what that means. And got Sir Fiddly Mercenary. New rewards track, Castle Nathria. I'm not really a big fan of the rewards track either. I know they're doing it to kind of like try to chunk off some success of Magic the Gathering Arena. And yeah, I'm not a fan. It's like, it looks like a cash grab. That's what it seems like to me. If you want it, what's it cost? 20 bucks. It's like, ooh, look at all this shiny stuff. It's like they're trying to cash in and borrow from Magic the Gathering Arena's model, which is using a similar system, not known as a rewards track, but the mastery system. And I'm not a big fan of either system. Yeah. Probably the biggest complaint I have is it's not purchasable with gold in either case, or in-game currency. So it's like you have to pay cash if you want this art. It is cosmetic, which is probably the one thing I agree with. Murloc Holmes. Solve 3 clues. Input your opponent's cards and get copies of them, I think is what it says. I think I just don't play enough Hearthstone, to tell the truth. Like if I was playing the game every day again, I could maybe see myself doing it because that's one of the surefire ways I'd get value out of it, and I'm just concerned that I would get the Tavern Pass and I'd only get to like level 50 and I would miss out on a lot of these bonuses. Kale, Business Valera, Hunter, Sylvanas. Oh no, it's Theodrin, so this is Paladin. Big ass Sylvanas. Okay, we got Valera, Gul'dan, Demonbane, Illidan. Next one I'm gonna get is probably Giant Stalker. Probably. Okay, it's you. And you right. It's like 30 infused cards. I guess infuse is the new mechanic in Castlevania 3. Golden bundle, $40. This is where your donations would really come in handy, guys. For anyone who sees this, I mean, I know a lot of my recent videos have 0 views, which is why I always say like, comment, share. Sharing is huge. Subscribe is also big because you'll know when my new videos come out. And I guess with the way the internet works, people will always be able to stumble across my videos like a week, 2 weeks, a month in the future. Might not be another year or two before people see these videos online, but you know what they say, better late than never. And my content is out there for anyone who wants to watch, you know? It's always been that kind of show. But yeah, I try to do free to play as much as I can. I think I'll get like 10 packs of Murder at Castlevania 3. I have almost 2.5k gold. Garage the Chained. We have already hit 1,000 wins with Warrior, so I'm gonna be playing less Warrior for sure. Okay. We'll try 10. That way you guys can have a mini pack opening. And yeah, if you'd like to see me open more packs, Venmo Stormer Show, STORMERSHOW. And you can see the prices for yourselves, guys. I'm trying to avoid spending any of my own money on the game, but if you'd like to spend your money to help me with the game, then by all means. If you have, like I say, the desire and means to do so, I would certainly appreciate it. Alright, does it say what Infuse does? Oh yeah, it does. Upgrades in hand after X friendly minions die. Okay. Murlocula. Infuse 4. So 4 friendly minions need to die in order for this to cost nothing. Oh, that's an interesting mechanic. Yeah, I really like that mechanic. It sounds really interesting. I don't know how good it will be because again, you need a minion heavy deck. Bog Beast. Interesting, very interesting. It's another Death Relic card, and it's got taunts, double taunts, which I like. I like this card, Bog Beast. I might be playing it. Yeah, I really like this card. And Infuse as a mechanic, I think, is interesting. But like I said, it's going to require you to run a lot of minions in your deck in order to get value out of it. If you're running like a spell-heavy deck, it's going to be hard to get value. Okay, we're sifting for legendaries. The legendaries. I can use the Krendor strategy. See if I can like spin to win. Famished Fool, draw a card. Infused 4, draw 3 instead. So 4 things need to die. And one thing else you're gonna find with these infused cards is they're almost like reverse corrupt cards, right? Because the concept with corrupt is you play a card that costs more than this card to corrupt the card. And as such, you're going to want to hold the card in your hand for longer and fish for something that costs more so you can trigger the corruptibility. This is kind of the reverse way, where you want to play smaller minions with this in your hand and then you want those minions to die off. So like in the case of Famished Fool, you're going to want 1s, 2s, 3s, 4 drops that can effectively ramp you into Famished Fool's draw 3 cards ability. Because, well, I think it is still playable at 5 mana. It's a 3/5 Battlecry, draw a card. I think it is still playable, but it's not competitive at 5 mana, 3/5 draw a card. Just 5 mana, 3/5 is kind of underwhelming. Mass Reveler, Rush, Death Rattle, summon a 2/2 copy of another minion in your deck. This could be good. But even in a N'Zoth deck, you don't want it to pull something like N'Zoth. You want it to pull something like Sylvanas or one of your value Death Rattle minions. But I think it's pretty good, especially because there's Rush. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of Rush minions in this set too. Stonebound, Gargan. Yeah, Gargan. Deal 1 damage to a minion, give it +1 attack. I think it's pretty good. And what's interesting about this card is it has different art style. I'm not sure why that is. Yeah, I don't know why it looks different. Haha, we finally got one. Haha. Keep forgetting to do the spin to win, but I'll do it on the next pack. Whoa! Kael'thas Stun Strider is our first A3 legendary. Every third minion you play each turn costs 0. Whereas the other Kael'thas... Oh, this isn't Kael'thas Stun Strider, this is Kael'thas Sin Strider. Yay! You don't want Blockbuster, you meant Blockblister. Like I still remember a Man Show sketch. That's what it reminds me of. Kael'thas Sin Strider. So instead of spells, Kael'thas Stun Strider with spells. Sin Strider is minions. And I think this deck is pretty good for this set, because with the infuse mechanic, you're going to be looking at pretty heavy minion decks. Pretty minion heavy, so I could see it working out in that case. So here you go. Spin to win! An epic. Not bad. Not bad at all. Mysterious Visitor. Reduce the cost of cards copied from your opponent by 2. Okay, another Bog Beast. Might try not today in our D-Freno deck. It doesn't have synergy with anything but Death Rattle, so you're going to want to put him in a N'Zoth deck. I think these are like area, battlefield cards or something, like, I don't know how to describe it, like map cards. Like they have them in Pokemon the Trading Card Game too, where you play the card and it like changes the field. I think that's what this is like. Castle Kennels. Give a friendly minion +2 attack. If it's a beast, give it Rush. I guess you do it one time, I guess. Neutral Collector, nice. Got a lot of neutrals. I like that card, Wilfred Fizzlebang, too. Like as I've said before, I think that card perfectly highlights what Hearthstone should be about. If they could do something similar to that in World of Warcraft, that'd be phenomenal. Oh, nice pack. We got 3 rares and legendary. Woohoo! And a golden rare to dispose the evidence. We got Arlon maybe. Summon one of each dormant wild seed. What the heck's a wild seed? I have no clue. Yeah, it says wild seed. Yeah, I don't know. We just have cards that play wild seeds for Hunter. still waiting to get that 5 legendary pack. I know it's possible, but it's freakishly rare for that to happen. I think the most I've had in a pack is 2 legendaries at once. And I think I've had it a couple times. Have I ever had 3? I'm not too sure. I think so, actually. I think I have had 3 in one pack. But it's not too common. Okay, let's try the Tavern Brawl. And then we'll go ahead and head into play the ladder mode. The captain left treasure for everyone, mostly for you. Each turn, open a chest of 3 random cards and choose one to put in your hand. You gotta choose. Is there a specific class we need to play? Nope. I'll try Demon Hunter then. Go, Illidan! Still trying to get 60.
Illidan versus Valera.
Watch
Okay.
I have had enough of this.
Pirates. Let's start believing in pirates. Polybius. If you don't, how does the quote go? If you, I can't remember exactly how it says it. If you don't believe in ghost stories, you better start, because you're in one. Pirates of the Caribbean one. I actually want to watch those things. Like, I want to catch up on all 4 of the Toy Stories. I want to have like a Toy Story movie marathon where I watch all 4 of them. And I want to also do that with the Pirates of the Caribbean series. Yeah, I was actually staying in Rome, and the place that I had in Rome had Amazon Prime. Because of that, I was able to catch up on like half the Harry Potter movies.
choose soon.
Right, my itchy nose. I got like halfway through, I think, Goblet of Fire. Okay, I choose one. Okay. The horror. The horror. And the lease is also up on my car pretty soon, so I might use that as an opportunity to save some money. Try to get my payments down, because right now it's almost $400 a month. That's one of my leading expenses right now, is my car payment. This could be good at a future point in time. Not necessarily good right now, but later on... Well, actually, I just realized there are no demons in this deck, so I don't know what I was thinking. I actually don't know what I was thinking. Let me see if I can angle my camera down too so you can see a little more centered. I also have to find a comfortable way of sitting in this chair. There, I think that's fine. Just have to support my lumbar, because it's not good. I think to be like hunched over like Igor all day, like, yes, master. Like I don't know if you can tell, but I actually have like a hunch in my back, and because of that, like I'm trying to bring my shoulders back. Echo. Think I'm gonna double up on him. Should I double up or should I attack? I'll attack. I can always play this on an upcoming time. I help create more threats for him. probably be wrapping up today's show at about 4 o'clock. So we've got about 39 minutes or so left. Yeah, I got this chair like a while ago because I always used to lay down in my bed when I was relaxing or at home playing games and stuff. I just wanted a way to like more comfortably either do work on my computer or play games like I'm doing now. And yeah, I've had it for a while and it's a pretty comfortable chair. Oh man, my nose is so itchy. It's crazy.
You want my respect?
Live, dang it, live! Keep my trade down. Here. But if he trades down with the 2-3, that means Ace Hunter Crane is going to be full health, so that's good. We want him healthy as much as possible. It's going to be a while before we can start playing our big threats. Destroy a minion.
I didn't ditch class to get second place.
This feels like it's a conceit coming on. It does feel like that. That's really, really bad.
I must choose soon.
Yeah. Maybe flanking. I'd say Ancient Void down, but if I give him board, I think bad things are gonna happen.
This is our chance!
Do I take the damage? Did the second one... Okay, I guess the second one wasn't a clone. Damn, it sucks. Maybe I should have traded down 2-3 instead. Yeah, it was positive. So he's a spell that he got from Keyboard and Ivory. And I believe it could be a mage spell as well with how she works. Yeah, it could be a mage spell. That's also pretty bad. Drop it so hard. Yeah, I think I'm pretty much dead.
I yield for now.
Yeah, there's no need for BM. Simply no need. When RNG is such a prevalent factor in this game mode, there's really no need.
Illidan versus Thrall! My elements are frightful. I have had enough of this.
And the fire is so delightful. But since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. I'm kind of looking forward to Christmas time. I think all three of these are pretty bad. Maybe this one might have value later on.
Just a scratch.
Because there are a lot of pretty powerful mechs in the game. So maybe. plays, that's a great sign. Bladed Lady seems good. I think it's better than Urzul Giant, as a matter of fact.
X marks the spot.
We're looking for the best possible play. The issue with Urzul is it's going to take a while to play. We're looking for value, we're looking for board advantage. Board control and card advantage.
X marks the spot.
Apply root. I think Bran is better than Bone Drake.
Demons.
I think I'm gonna take Bone Drake though.
Demons.
Kind of like what I was saying before, like it is very much a value game.
Found you.
And the good thing about Bone Drake is it is gonna give me a dragon. And most dragons are pretty powerful. So that could be something to my advantage. Doesn't attack with it. Interesting. How I wish I had an ooze right now. Creepy painting. After another minion dies, become a copy of it. Sure, it's a new card, right? Yeah, I believe it's a new card. Let's go and try it.
Found you.
Sure, we'll try one of the new Castle Nate 3 cards. See how it does. It does have 0 attack until something dies, so that's not as good.
I will offer you
I can wait all day.
Got good synergy going. Okay.
Is mine.
Luckily, most of the things he has are not good. My attack is low. I think we clear his board, right?
Found you. Suffering await you.
my blades are just shafts.
I'm not sure if killing this one was the right call. Yeah, in retrospect, I don't know, maybe it was fine, maybe it wasn't, I don't know. I just realized that mirror prevents him from playing big cards, so it's actually quite good, that mirror. Like, he's afraid to play big things because of that. His door move. I think I have to play this time. Oh, that I had more damage. Okay, let's duck here. I think I'm going face.
Let's dance.
I don't need to control the board. It's not practical for me to do so anyway at this point. Again, if he kills Bone Drake, it's going to add another dragon to my hand. Another Fister Rod then. Okay, it's actually quite good. Summon a duelist. Yeah, he keeps getting spells and summoning, yeah, minions. The good thing about the Fist of Raden is it summons minions at the same cost. So if he's playing cheap spells, he's gonna get cheap minions. But that's a good thing. Okay, are we gonna try the new Death Rattle card? What was it called? Bog something? Or we could also try Warlock. Runner. Interesting. Destroy a random enemy minion. We can check out the flavor text really quick. Yeah, it looks like I'm leveling up fast, so that's a good thing. I like the fact that it's easier to level, because, as I said earlier in this episode, I hate grinds. So the easier they make it to get rewards, the better. I wasn't able to buy the Neptulon set because I didn't have enough gold at the time. Which is a sign that there's not enough, the economy's not food enough, right? Like it's not a good in-game economy. Suspicious Usher. Discover legendary. If your opponent guesses your choice, they get a copy. Interesting. Rare pack. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen any like super good legendaries. I might want to take a look at that. Let's see. I'm gonna have to look at the collection anyway, right? Because just because you did it doesn't mean you have to be guilty. Those are the evidence. Let's see, how close are we with Warlock? 7 more wins we need. You know what? Let's just try Warlock. Demons are hard to find, but not in the case of this deck. In the case of this deck, demons are quite ubiquitous.
Gul'dan versus
I'm just not sure if it's time to buy them at home.
Your soul shall be mine. I will not be denied.
Like, I think owning a home is a privilege of the rich. I've never had money like that. Like, if I had like $1 million lying around, it'd be non-issue, right? But because I work for a living and I'm what they would call middle class, I have to do what's called rent and try to get by. I think I'm gonna coin this.
So sweet.
Shitty Barton. And then I can play Can with that. Okay, they're actual minions. Wait, what? Give a friendly minion +1/+1 repeat for each imp in your control. Interesting.
There is so much untapped power in this world.
Could I have attacked this?
Stop yelling!
Let's try.
Banishment!
I guess not. Trade down into Defile.
Banishment! Such a face! Job done.
Might have been better to play it another time. 'Cause he's, yeah. He's running a lot of aggressive minions. Could have dark bombed it, but Imp Gang Boss doesn't have a lot of damage, so yeah. It doesn't help that he's running demons, which are able to resist my damage. Like, Demon Wrath does nothing to demons. Like, they're actually not effective.
These books are ruined.
I would like to play Xavius, but the problem is I don't think we can. Not on this board.
The end is coming!
I'm feeling it now, Mr. Krabs. I'm feeling it. I need Twisting Nether. Twisting Nether or Hellfire. Hellfire, less ideal because it does a lot of damage to us as well, and it wouldn't fully clear his board thanks to Imp Gang Boss.
Finally! Minions that obey me!
This is a new card, Imp King Reflaunt. Summon 4 friendly imps that die, give rooms +2/+2. Quite powerful, actually. Zoo Warlock is gonna be gross. I don't know why they released this card. Like, as if Zoo Warlock needed any help to be powerful. It really didn't. I think that's James, as a matter of fact. He's got 12 and 10 is 22. 22 and 8, that's 30 damage he had on board. Yeah, it's broken. I don't know what they were thinking, y'all. Zoo was not struggling as it was. Zoo is quite strong. If you look back through the history of Hearthstone, Zoo has been one of the defining archetypes in the competitive Hearthstone metagame. It's always been strong. It's always been capable of winning games. They did not need a card like Imp Boss or Imp King Reflaunt. They did
I
not.
will not be denied.
And yeah, we've got an Imp, Jumbo Imp. But Jumbo Imp you're not going to find probably in any Zoo decks. I don't know, maybe you will, because the synergy is definitely there, right?
I see.
Like I was saying, Zoo is strong,
None will survive.
and somehow we discarded a card from the top of his deck that had nothing to do... I mean, it was a Zoo card, right? It wasn't even an Imp card. But that just goes to show you how powerful Zoo is. Like, Zoo is so powerful, they can include cards that support that board building strategy. And it's the age-old problem in Hearthstone. There just aren't enough effective board clears. So you're just gonna lose at that point.
Reporting for duty.
This is gonna be another headache of a game because he's got a way to summon a lot of minions. Thanks to this hero power fizz. That might have even been a mistake. I maybe should have waited another turn before doing that.
Reporting for duty.
The light dims.
'Cause, yeah, he's just gonna. He is pretty much the exact same strategy as the last guy we played, which is flood the board and try to win as soon as possible. And again, it's hard to counter those kinds of strategies because I have to wait until Spellfire Potion to be able to clear the board. And with his hero power, he doesn't have to worry about value. He doesn't have to worry about resource. He can just keep spamming it over and over again. Like every single turn, he's gonna have 2 tokens added to his side of the board. Every turn.
Mushroom power.
Because of that ability. I might be able to come out on top. But yeah, just with the last 2 games, you can already see the direction that Hearthstone's going in. swarm the board and,
Reporting for duty.
you know. We've got Cruel in hand.
There is so much untapped power.
Okay. We got Twisting Nether, Cruel. I'm not sure if we can get a Void Lord down. I think we're gonna be okay this game. But we're really, really, really gonna need big guns. And
Behold the might of Stormwind.
not good, dude. Not
Speak
good.
your piece.
Well, he has to trade 3 things to clear my. Actually, he has to trade everything to clear my board. Interestingly, he didn't attack. I believe that is a mistake. And I've got Twisting Nether coming out. I do have the option of doing this, but I could do it next turn as well. I gotta be careful because that was, I think, one of my last board clears. So
Reporting for
from
duty.
here on, we're gonna need to get and control the board.
Out of my jungle.
That doesn't help. But Zol the Gorgon does. It's very promising. If we can get a taunting demon,
Reporting for
that
duty.
could be game right there. We need a freaking demon. That's not a demon. I mean, that's it's good to have in this matchup, but $1 million question is, do I play him now? No, I don't think so. Like, I would have loved a giant demon. So the one risk is if he
The
quartermasters.
light protects me.
The frost wolves stand
But
ready.
my understanding is even if he does
Vandalite.
quartermaster, he is so if he quartermasters and hero powers, he is still going to lose some stuff. Okay, I believe I can do Godfrey now.
This will be a massive.
And I can do this. Okay, and now I think we're in good shape. We've got Reno Jackson in hand. We've got another Lord Godfrey. We already know his strategy. Okay. We just have to consistently deny his
Reporting
board.
for duty.
Okay. Is it time to heal? I don't think I need to, actually. Take the top, see what we get. Siege break.
The fight to win.
Deny his board. And we got this guy. Kind of slow.
The battle is over. You win.
Like I said, if we had that siege breaker with the I can't even remember his name, Zul, the Unshackled, that would have pretty much been game right there. Either siege breaker, void lord, any one of the taunting demons could have easily been game. And what we find is that it's a pretty good counter to his strategy. Because the one of the few weaknesses of Swarm the board strategy is the minions are not very resilient. So they are susceptible, as I said, to board clears.
Versus Piranha.
And they are also susceptible to resilient taunt minions. Like very huge taunt minions.
Not be denied.
Their board will fall. Trying to clear stuff like Void Lord. And this Enhanced Dreadlord. Enhanced Dreadlord, Siege Breaker, or they will probably have to trade their entire board to clear these big minions. And then when you're bringing them back with Gul'dan, when you're bringing them back with N'Zoth, it's going to be hard for them to deal with. they will lose based on value. This match is going to be a control matchup. It's definitely going to be a long game. 2, 3, and 4 drop cards, so he's probably running something like a mid-range priest, if I had to guess.
We come from far just to see you.
Alright, we're taking off. Soothsayer's Caravan. At the start of your turn, copy a spell from your opponent's deck and add it to your hand. I think I'm gonna play this.
The end is coming!
Belcher.
Another day.
I'm not as concerned about that because this deck's win condition is not based on spells. So it's possible he got like a Dark Bomb, Imp, the Defile. Oh no, I have Infernal. But yeah, Hellfire, like there's not really a lot of things he can get minion-wise that are gonna help him in the game. Sucks that he has this and I don't have a way of dealing with it right away. Next turn we've got a Belcher or a Dreadlord. Yeah. Watch out. Dark Portal. Oh, okay.
Shocking.
You have 6 cards in hand, so the card you just played a 4-drop card that drew you a card. 4-cost card, draw card. That's not particularly good, and maybe I should have ran the Dreadlord out instead.
The time has come to dethrone our fallen master.
And the reason I say that is because if he trades, we're gonna be able to trade in then with our Dreadlord. Assuming, of course, that he doesn't have a way to buff the health of his Core Clan guy. Correct the Blood Ranger. Yeah, even Shadow Flame doesn't fully clear, right?
So many possibilities.
Are we going to get a silence? I think Hex is fine. Next turn we can clear it with Despicable.
I could not resist a Jana's power. None can.
Yeah, if you can get his old Gorgon, that's also going to help. So you can always get him back.
Unleash me.
Do I clear his board? I'm sure. Yeah, that's fine. Eight mana next turn. Potentially enhanced Dreadlord. Okay.
I taste.
We also have an Azoth in hand, so
I could not resist a Jana's power.
I think we're in pretty good shape. Okay, Zola Gorgon. Not the best time for it, honestly. It's fine. I don't have any spells in my deck that can deal with this, ironically. Warlocks do not have a lot of good removal, single target removal. They got like Soul Siphon. I think it's called Siphon Soul. That's about all they have for removal.
Just a knife against the ever-living.
Wow.
The end begins.
So you got ways of dealing with this, Holmes. I can also just wait it out too. Oh man, what I wouldn't give for a way to just pull everything out. Let's say Hellfire. Oh wait. Yeah, let's Hellfire. Into a Demon Wrath. We got 8 cards in hand. Let's go ahead and tap.
I could not resist Ajara's power. None can.
I need the pulley guy, the guy that pulls. The Unshackle. Unshackle will be freaking great in this scenario because it pulls all of our stuff in the board. The School of Minari could also be good, but less effective.
What knowledge do the stars provide?
Okay, he's gonna drop his legendary. Interesting. Very interesting.
Darkness rises.
He might actually be running mind control or something. Interesting. I believe we're just going to be trying to build the board. I'm going to do this. That's fine. So let's see if I attack into... That's not perfect, is it? It's really not. Don't have enough attack minions. For shot point to be good. Yeah, that really bites. I think this is a fine play. Primarily because we have N'Zoth in hand. Okay. Not great. How do you get that? It's like a Zephyr's level quality card. Like, that's probably one of the best cards we could have gotten. Got shields. Demon Tree was so nice. We are going to be able to shut up on this board, though.
The Master Gun.
Those imps also, sorry, not imps, satyrs. Yeah, satyrs do synergize with Gul'dan, but at this point of the game, we've seen neither hide nor hair of Gul'dan, so you know, also just play the game. Speaking of which, I actually do kind of like Gul'dan here. I just trade off Xavius and then Gul'dan.
Serve the Master!
Because we've got some pretty heavy-duty demons, right? That have died. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, we've got some pretty heavy-hitting demons. Some pretty big boys. Again, he might have some... Yeah. I freaking hate that card. Let's see if he has another one, I guess.
I have no time for games.
Portal's too small.
Forgot about the jumbo. Modesty. We will also be able to Kazakis. Or potentially we can Zola N'Zoth. That's also possible, especially if he's not able to clear N'Zoth with another board clear. Like, man, this card is so freaking powerful against this style of deck. It is a game winning against this style of deck. Because you play N'Zoth, and then he clears your board. You play Gul'dan, and then he clears your board. And what makes it even more devastating against this type of deck is because it silences before it destroys. So because of that, all of your hard work getting those demons up and running is like, yeah.
I scorch you.
Primarily because we will be able to Zola Gorgon N'Zoth the following turn. If he's not able to fully clear the board. That's a good sign. Please not another plague. I like this looks of this. I might even want to consider swapping out Jumbo. Do I have another demon that works better in this deck than Jumbo? Maybe. The reason why I think Jumbo... There are two cards I would consider swapping out in this deck. Xavius and Jumbo. Xavius because, again, the Satyrs have counter synergy with Gul'dan. And Jumbo because he doesn't have N'Zoth synergy. But the thing about Jumbo is he does synergize with Gul'dan. And he also synergizes with all your other demons. And with Gul'dan and all these other demons in the deck, there's a lot of synergy there. 5. We're looking for 5. I think this will do. Oh, do I have any 3s? I do. Pretty good. Got Jumbo.
Nicely done.
The Jumbo Imps. Not bad, guys. Not bad. Let's take a look at the deck real quick and let's see what we can swap out, if anything. Like I was saying, maybe Xavius or something with a little bit more Death Rattle and or Demon synergy. So let's see. Demon. We would be looking for something scary. Like this. Here's some Doom Guards already in the deck, right? Yeah, this guy, for the longest time, he was not in the deck. But it's easily one of the most synergistic cards in the deck. Like, it's a demon, it's a Death Rattle, it shuffles Prime Ledger. Like, it's so freaking good. He comes back with Gul'dan and he comes back with N'Zoth. Like, if there was a card that was printed in the game that was made for this style deck, this is the card. And Void Rustwix. Like, it's so good. And yeah, for the longest time, he wasn't in the deck. But yeah, I think it's easily one of the best decisions I made regarding this deck, was adding him to the deck. So yeah, he's definitely earned his keep in the context of this deck. Yeah, I don't really like this card because it's only used for board presence. And as you've seen, this deck doesn't really need board presence. Like, if you drop N'Zoth or Gul'dan, you have board presence, you have board control. Unless your opponent has something nuts like Plague of Undeath or whatever that was, Plague of Death. Unless they have a perfect answer card like that, there is nothing that they're going to be able to do to take control of that board. Even like my biggest removal, Twisting Nether, cannot fully clear my boards because of cards like Enhanced Dreadlord and this guy. Demons would be good. Maybe an Abyssal Enforcer. Because the good thing about Abyssal Enforcers is he's got a similar stat line and he clears the... Oh, there already is an Abyssal Enforcer in the deck. Never mind. Are there any demons that are like 6-drops? That would be good to include. Wow, band. Infernals. Never banned cards, guys. Classic Dread Infernal. Classical. And the cool thing about Dread Infernal is he's pretty classic. Should I try it instead of Xavius? I think this card's also pretty good. Battlecry. Do we even have Fell spells though? I don't think so. And we can also look at Death Rattles, because practically any Death Rattle is going to synergize with N'Zoth. We could put Rin back in the deck. But Rin has a similar problem to Xavius in that she brings back things from the dead. After we update this deck, guys, we're going to take a look at the collection. See what was added. We could try the new Bog Beast. We could try Sylvanas. Oh, she's already in the deck. Okay, never mind. Yep, Sylvanas is already in the deck. What about this guy? What Death Rattles do we have? Gain armor. Summon some Voidwalkers. This is a good Death Rattle. 757. Yeah, I don't know. This guy could be good. The only problem with this guy is he doesn't have that demon synergy. Yeah, no, maybe we'll leave it the deck as is. Oh, this is fascinating. Stoneborn General. Leads with an Iron Fist and a stony demeanor. Stoneborn General, Rush, Death Rattle, summon an 8/8 Gravewing with Rush. The only concern I have about this card is it doesn't have demon synergy. And it has Rush instead of Taunt. I think I'd rather run this card. Because both have Taunt. And they're both pretty challenging to get through. Is there another deck that these guys can go into? Like this one, maybe? I don't know. I'm not seeing it. Maybe we should look through the collection first. Okay, let's see what was added, and then we can take a look at some of the new cards that we didn't get. Relic of Extinction, deal 1 damage to a random enemy minion twice, improve your future relics faster than an asteroid and just as effective. Vengeance, Magnifying Glaive. I don't know why they... Oh, it's Demon Hunter. Okay, I thought this was Hunter, sorry. Happy Wisp Noises, Abyssal Depths. I haven't actually played through the raid, so I don't get some of these references. Ajaran Gardens, that's not what I mean when I asked you to water the garden. Moonbeam, the light of the moon may have disappeared from Zin and Ajari after the sunring, but not its power. So now you're telling me this wasn't natural causes? They're cute now, just wait until they unleash a savage roar. Vibrant Squirrel. Spirit of the Tides. Cleans the ocean better than any store brand competitor. Guaranteed or your mana back. Edgemaze. This is one of the new field cards. If you're keeping a statue of the sire, you're not going in circles. There's just so many of them. I actually went through a maze in Schronbrunn Palace. You know, they actually have a maze on the grounds, the palace grounds. And actually it was pretty hard to get through the maze. I ended up working together with other people to try to get through it, but without being like super duper tall or having an aerial view, like it's actually pretty easy to get lost in an actual maze. And consequently, it's also very easy to play hide and go seek in a hedge maze as well. Herald of Nature, Mother of Plants in Mother of Pearl. Pride Seeker, when you're putting your head in the lion's mouth, you may as well address the part. Color Audrey II, she was named after her mother. Not to be confused with the aeronautically advanced druid of the plains. I've got no idea what's in that fertilizer, Miracle Growth. Some of these cards are also other set cards, like Forging the Barons. I never unpacked the card, so it's considered new. Epics are hard to get, and so are legendaries, so some of those cards we're still missing from old sets. Just part of the challenge of Hearthstone is keeping up with the new sets that come out as they come out. It is challenging. It's cloudy outside. Try to bring in some more light so you guys can see me at least more clearly. We're using the webcam, you might as well be able to at least see, you know, see the action. Okay. His favorite food is chocolate cereal. Batty guessed. Count Chocula. Play Dead. Oh. Actually, there was a recent vampire set in Magic the Gathering Arena, which this may have been partly inspired by as well. What was the name of the set? Was it Crimson Vow? Yeah, I think it was Crimson Vow. The entire set was like based on a vampire wedding. So some of these cards may be inspired in some way, shape, or form, or on some level by those cards. And if and when I do start up a Magic the Gathering series here on YouTube, you'll be able to maybe see some of those cards in action and see what I'm talking about. I'm still not sure if and or when I'll create that series, but I may be influenced to start that series sooner based on your feedback. So as I said, please leave a comment if you'd like to see it. Do let me know. I do read and respond to the feedback. So, without further ado, Play Dead. Oh! Castle Kennels, Dunbeldar, Bunker. Again, this is an older card. Fractured Alterac Valley. I think it's new because it's gold. Brutalist Architecture for Brutalist Times. Frenzied Fangs. This is one of the newer cards. That's one Stylish Bat. 3 things need to die. To summon 2 bats and give them +1/+2, making them 3 3s. So again, these infused cards are designed with a swarm build in mind. Like, think a mid-range deck, kind of like the Zoo deck or that Token Paladin deck we saw. Both of those decks, I think, are well designed for the infused mechanic, because like you can keep playing minions, just, you know, pumping out minions. Your minions die because they're either traded or board clears. And then you follow up with one of these higher value infused cards that have been powered up from your minions dying. And with Zoo, it's like, it doesn't really care as much because it's easy to replenish value with the card draw, hero power, and with the Paladin, it's easy to replenish the board with the Silver Hand token build strategy. Always poach from your local spirit shelter, Spirit Poacher. This guy summons the Wild Seeds, okay. If you cast 3 spells while holding this, deal 5 damage. Ancient Krakenbane. I'm actually surprised this wasn't a dragon. Based on the art alone, it looked like a dragon. Call me Fishmile. But no, it's a Naga. Conch's Call. Draw a Naga and a spell. All hail the magic conch. Awesome reference to SpongeBob right there. What do we do now, old magic conch shell? Nothing. I freaking love that episode. Precision over accuracy. Ajaran Saber. I actually really like this card. Even in ancient times, the Night Elves were committed cat people. Really good at stay. Stonebound Gargan. Sorry, not Gorgon, Gargan. Damages next to whoever it attacks. Oh, I see. That's infused. Okay, so it shows you both art styles. Yeah, so it's a lot like Corrupt, actually. Because the same type of change would happen with Corrupt. So it's a very similar mechanic. Except instead of playing cards that cost more to morph the card, you're having minions die in order to activate the effect of the card. So in this case, you need 3 friendly minions to die to activate this card's infused mechanic. Yeah. It's almost like a scavenging hyena almost. With the way it interacts with minions dying. So I think it's an interesting mechanic. And one that's designed with like a mid-range minion heavy deck in mind. Aralon. Summon one of each dormant wild seed. Oh, I see. So they're like minions almost, these wild seeds that are created. So actually this card seems pretty good. I haven't actually had a chance to see the wild seeds in action yet, but I'm assuming they're pretty powerful. I'm assuming. If I had a nickel for every time a 100 legendary minion in Castle Night 3 summoned 3 different companions, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice. Are there 2 different cards that summon 3 minions? Maybe there are 2 legendaries. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Alright, yeah, we'll take a look afterward. Frozen Touch. Is this what Bob was talking about when he said he served a drink to a Death Knight once? Gifts of Ajara. Barbara, what do you want? You ever have a thirst for arcane power, the Naga says? Barbara says, say no more. Yeah, a lot of these are Sunken City cards as well that I just never unpacked, I guess. Look, I know it's plenty of spells, I just need to see one first. This is the coolest spell once you get a rolling. Build a snowman. A shark, extremely powerful mage card. Why didn't you just build a normal submarine? Only you can fit inside. Why didn't you just build a normal sub? Why do you think Rezig? Why do you think Rezig? If you can build a freaking mecha shark, then you could build a freaking mecha shark. I don't know, sometimes you just make stuff. It doesn't always have rhyme or reason. While Innie's first use of spontaneous gelatin transmalgamizer may have gotten her banned from the Gnomish Cooking Convention, she never has thrown away one invention. So Benthir, an old god, and a torn walking in the park. Chatty bartender. And this one actually is a Murder at Castle Night 3 card. Sanctum Chandler, having been burned at both ends to keep peace, eliminated. Deathborn. Kel'Thuzad thinks adding a silent E at the end of words makes them sound cooler. I think that's old spelling, actually. If you use all 10 mana, that's called the lunch special. Hoarding secrets is no fun, so play each and every one. Party guests never tip as well as the patron Bob's Tavern. Bubble. Actually, fond memories. I actually hit Legend for the first time a couple of years back with Secret Paladin. People just weren't expecting it. And yeah, Secret Paladin is based on the card Mysterious Challenger. Mysterious Challenger is like this card on steroids. So, yeah, that can help explain why I was able to hit Legend with that spectacular card. This card kind of harkens back to the other card, but it's much less powerful. Much less powerful. Look, I just want to know what kind of monster put raisins in this. Buffet Biggin. Yeah, it's a lot like the Corrupt cards. They all secretly have Death Rattle, become very mortalized. Suspicious Usher. Please let me take your jacket luggage and absurdly large shoulder pads. Dude, we can tell this letter's fake. It's in your handwriting. Take off that stupid hood. You're embarrassing us. It's 30 minutes or less, or else it's free deliverance. And maiden, why did she unspool the last roll of royal toilet paper? Herald of Light, wake up. No sleeping in with the fishes. Identity theft. Identity theft is not a joke, Jim. That's an Office reference right there. Known by some as the Stormpike Naptime Lounge. Stormpike Aid Station. This is a fractured Outside Valley card. The harmonious sound surrounding the ritual was unceremoniously broken when Harold began eating stale potato chips. And this is a Sunken City card. As you can see, some cards we still don't have to this day. It's another one of those things I'd do if I was rich. If I was rich, I could afford to buy every card in gold. But we're not rich, so we play the game free to play. Some cards we get, some cards we don't. Gather these back when you learn Play Nice. Disarming Elemental. Undying Disciple, we get it, you're undead. Jumping out of a grave, that's a bit much. Yeah, I don't like this card as much. I like cards that summon instead of destroy. Particularly because when you play N'Zoth or something, the first response of your opponent is to clear the board. And whenever something comes back, it makes it that much more board clear proof. So like you can't twist another. If you twist another, stuff will come back, you know? Door of Shadows. Upon arrival, please ring doorbell of shadows. Wipe your shoes on the doormat of shadows before entering. Fillet finger. What do you mean this is the meal you asked for? I made you a filet mignon. Lyra revealed herself to be a double agent, at which point Maya felt comfortable revealing that she also was a double agent. And then Scabs announced to everybody that, get this, he was a double agent. They're all rogues. Find someone who looks like you the way Hook Dust looks at them. Draken, in an attempt to help, threw them a bone. Sinstone Graveyard. Graveyard in the Realm of the Dead, a bit redundant, don't you think? I kind of don't understand how these cards work. Like, I might have to playtest the cards to see how they actually work. It looked like it buffed when I saw it in play. Like, it looked like it was buffing these imps. After your opponent casts a spell, summon a 3/4 spider with stealth. That's what I call just shut up. What was I gonna say? It's not like a minion. It's like a board-based buff, those cards. Like I was trying to attack. I remember trying to attack it as a minion, and it didn't allow me to attack it. Maybe a cutlass, but you can cut it with lats too. Private Eye. I see what you did there. We got muck pools. Making a dredger is easier than you think. You don't need to worry about mucking it up. Schooling. Group runner known as a Scholomance. Look at your stone. Visualize the tone within, then gently. His jokes are hilarious if you know Nerdlish. This here is Carl. They're in charge of these elementals. Not all of them get along, so sometimes Carl corrals the quarreling quarrel. That's like a pastis style joke right there. Pearls with force wine. Steven. I think Steven Pastis is his name. Number 1, can you please sing the opening to I Want It That Way? I have to look it up, actually. I think I might be able to do the Weird Al version, but not this one. A used TV tray I found on eBay. Gonna buy some Beanie Babies new with tag. So good. You are my fire. Apparently that's the opening line. The one desire, believe when I say I want it that way. Tell me why. Yeah, post stream I'm probably gonna have to look up both those songs now. The Weird Al version's actually pretty good. A fairly simple card. Shadow Waltz. You're dancing to one of Rin's demonic symphonies. Her music might not be famous now, but just you wait. Sanguine Depths. There may not be any skeletons in the closets of the castle in Aethria, but there sure are souls in the basement. Conqueror's Banner. Olgra, I love your new tapestry. Where'd you get it? There are some amazing tapestries in some of the museums in Europe. And I even saw one in the Denver Art Museum. Rage is all the rage. Like, some of them are like extremely impressive, those tapestries. I can't remember which museum, but yeah, we'll say the Rijksmuseum. I don't know, it was one of those museums. I'm pretty sure they have tapestries in the Louvre as well. Like any major museum, I'm sure they got them. Yet to be a Mudax. Suspicious pirate. Every party should be a costume party. Dude, pirates are strong. Yeah, pirates are very strong. Black. The scales of Angry Naga. Red. The flames of Ajar's past. I believe this is a reference to Les Mis, I want to say. Yeah, I want to say this is a reference to Les Miserables. So it's kind of crazy how you can get some of these references. A big minion that clears the board and gains armor. Wow, warriors really in their element now. That's actually pretty good, but it's elemental, and warrior didn't really have elemental synergy in the past, so I'm not sure how good it's going to be in the current meta. I really don't know. And it's only 5 damage as well. I don't think it's as good as it seems. This one's heavier than the wooden totems, mostly from the weight of your sins. Anonymous informant. It turns out she wasn't so great at keeping secrets after all. Not quite as good as Secret Keeper. You look to your left, you'll see an even larger statue of Sire Demetrius. Funnel cakes, I haven't had those in years. Sketchy stranger. More of a painted stranger if you ask me. He had plenty of experience with dusting things from his time as a butler, so when a murder was committed, he saw a real job opportunity. This card is also very powerful. I'll hit him with the old puffer cut. Yeah, this card is very powerful. Especially in like pirate builds. I may actually want to do Demon Hunter Pirate because it's so easy to attack with Demon Hunter. It actually makes so much sense. Do I have room? Which one is it? This one? Yeah, I think this is the one I'm going to get rid of. Yeah. Alright, let's finish looking through these cards here. Murlocula. The best part of Murlocula is when he said it's Murgle time and totally Murgle those guys. Got gold as well. She also tutors 3 Piranha Swarmers on our Oddflowers. I mean, I like Hearthstone from a purely creative standpoint sometimes. Like, sometimes the cards are very creative. No ifs, ands, or scuttlebutts. Like, Elise is probably one of my favorite cards of all time. Elise, and I already said Wilfred Fizzlebane. He's not hungry for food, he's starving for attention, famished fool. My nose gets so itchy, guys, it's crazy. Kael'thas Sunstride is one of the new cards. You heard about Kael'thas? That's messed up, right? Not sure I get it. Very low-rich character, Kael'thas. He's brave, but splinters will make any torrent crack. He's all the way from the Burning Crusade, so yeah, he's got a lot of stories. He's got guilty written all over him. Red herring. Red herring is meant to distract. So, yeah. Non-red herring cards have stealth. I think this card is really interesting. Perhaps really good in a Hunter or Druid Beast build. This is Sire Demetrius himself. History is a way of altering villains so that we can no longer see ourselves in them. Fortunately for the Venthyr, they all look like Sire Demetrius. Endlessly infuse 1. How does that even work? Oh, it happens for every minion that dies. Oh, I see. Okay. It's really easy to infuse him then. Yeah, it's really easy to infuse this card. Alright, so let's go crafting. Castle Nathria. So these are the cards we didn't get. And if we go legendary, it'll show us all of the legendary cards that we didn't unpack. Looks like there are 3 we didn't get. Murloc Holmes. Solve 3 clues about your opponent's cards to get copies of them. And as a matter of fact, it was recently changed. It was like preemptively nerfed, apparently. When you've eliminated, I wonder what the original card was like. When you've eliminated the infruggable, whatever remains, however uncroakable, must be the truth. And that's a reference to Sherlock Holmes, I'm pretty sure. Theodore the Mad Duke. I'm afraid you've gone mad. You're entirely bonkers, but I'll tell you a secret. All the best souls are. Discover a card in each player's hand and swap them. I kind of don't like this card. I don't like any of the swap cards. This card, I think this card is probably one of, if not the strongest card in the set. Because it's just so good, right? Resurrect 4 friendly imps. As long as you have, like, I don't know if Imp Gang Boss is the best card to play with this card. I think it's better to play cards like the guy who summons 3/2 imps and Jumbo Imp. But I still think this card is strong, particularly because of the infuse. Like, look at that infuse. Imps are naturally swarming and lend themselves to a zoo archetype. So if you put this in an imp-based zoo deck, like, it's going to be so powerful because it resurrects those 4 friendly imps, but then it gives them +2/+2. And actually, not just them. It says give your imps +2/+2. So every imp on your board is getting buffed. And he's a 6/6. Like, it's so good. It's like, I think this is the strongest reform yet. And I think it's easily one of, if not the strongest card in this set. Lady Darkbane. Summon 2 shades. Each gains a death rattle to cast your last shadow spell. You're so vain. I bet you think this flavor text is about you. Draka, Necrolord, equipped by 1/3 dagger. We originally planned on giving Rogue Legendary called the Moon, but someone jumped in the frame. And we're out of dust, so we can't craft any of these cards. If you control Secret, store Hotkiss, Soul Inside, resummons Hotkiss when triggered. I kind of don't like this card because of the condition. That must be met. It's almost like a weaker Korak, right? Like, it's a weaker Korak, is how I see this. Yeah, it reminds me more of the Corpse Flower card, this card. And the Corpse Flower was bad. Like, it didn't see play at all. And it's an elemental, so yeah, I don't think it's going to see play. Over goes. After you cast a spell on a friendly, set its attack and health to the higher of the 2. So if you have, like, Divine Spirit, this could be good in, like, an Inner Fire deck, yeah. But even those decks, I think, kept declining in popularity. The Harvester of Envy. After you play a card copied from the opponent, steal the original. Permission, Schmermission. You can borrow anything you want, anytime, as long as you give it back before it's missed. Everyone knows that, right? I'm just looking at the ones that I don't, that I need to play. Cyrix the Voracious. Discard your hand, death rattle, draw 3 cards. This seems bad. Oh, wait. Maybe in a tempo or aggressive Demon Hunter, it's not that bad, actually. Again, I'm thinking about this. And, yeah, actually, he's actually pretty good. Because if you're playing, like, a lot of small minions, a lot of outcast cards, and you're drawing a lot and cycling a lot, and you only have, like, 1 or 2 cards in your hand, or nothing in your hand, and you play this card, like, it's a 4-mana 7/7 that's going to draw 3 cards when it dies. So I think this card would be great in an aggressive Demon Hunter deck. Or, like I said, a tempo Demon Hunter deck where you're, like, running cards out of your hand. Artificer Zymox. Discover and cast a relic. On PS5, cast all 3 instead. And begs the question, what are the relics? I assume they're, like, very powerful, like, treasure cards, I assume. Mare and the Fox. I kind of want to make a Mare and the Fox deck. Yeah, I think it would be pretty good. Okay, so let's see. We have a deck. So Demon Hunter. The Relic the Vault. I don't know. I think it should be wild, right? Pirate, and we're gonna do all wild cards. Interesting. I do think Bloodcell Raiders are good. These guys are gonna be good. This guy may be good. I think this is good. These are definitely good. These are definitely good. Do I want this guy in the deck? I actually don't know. Maybe this guy. Gangplank Diver. Salty Dog. Yeah, you know what? Maybe Captain Greenskin would be good in the deck. We might not have patches anymore. This one could be good too. And then we just pack it full of weapons. Yeah, we just bag it full of weapons. And maybe this one would be good too. I'm gonna try these. What does that one do? Give your weapon plus 1 attack. What does that one do? If you have a weapon that could deal 2 damage. Maybe deckhands, because the good thing about deckhands is they give you a lot more reach. When I go weapon, Demon Hunter has a lot of weapons. What are the best weapons? Like Eldrachis are good. Maybe Umber Wings are good. Yeah, I don't know. Keep trying. Maybe these, because these are pretty powerful. Should I do Marrow Slicers instead of the Bone Glaive? I think Magnifying Glaive is good. Okay, and then let's see. Because this is a pretty aggressive deck. I would think maybe the second strike card, where is it? Twin Slice, yeah. And isn't there a guy that makes your hero power cost nothing? Or am I imagining that? This guy could be great as well, just because of the style of this deck. Let's see, hero power, right? This one, Fellfire Deadeye. Instead of this, maybe? Because the good thing about weapons is you're attacking with them, right? And this makes the weapons cost less. This synergizes with weapons. I like Deckhand because it gives you more reach. Yeah, I don't know, maybe Bloodsail Raider even, because I don't think Bloodsail is that powerful. Should I take out the Blackwater Pirate? Because the weapons don't really cost that much. I don't know, she costs a lot. I think I'd rather run Salty Dogs, honestly, than this. Because she's not that aggressive, you know. She's a 2/5 for 4. I think Felfire is great because it gives you the opportunity to attack for free, essentially while it's on the board. As long as you're attacking, stuff like Puffer Fist, Sharkfin Fan are going to be going off. Alright, nice. Okay. Alright, I think our mission here is done. Mission here is complete. And yeah, it looks like they did revamp the rewards track to make it easier to level, and I'm a huge fan of that change. I think it's a step in the right direction for the development team. Because players had less opportunity to gain gold when they introduced the rewards track. Because we used to be able to get gold directly from the quests. Like when we completed the quest, we got gold. And now it's like you have to level up to get the gold. And if it's slow leveling up, it's going to be slower to get gold. So I am a fan of them increasing the amount of rewards you can get, increasing the length of the reward track, and just making it easier to level up. Easier to get those rewards, I think, is a good change. Oh man, my nose has just been driving me nuts. Alright, let's check out what's in the pack and then we'll finish off for today's episode. I know the episode was a little bit longer than usual, but we had to go through some of the new cards in the expansion. And we got some legendaries too, so quite good, quite good. I love Vault. Paladin Collector. Some of those cards we unpacked, we'll have to take a look at them probably in the next episode. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed. As I often say, please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Venmo, Stormer Show for any and all donations. They are very much appreciated. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for supporting the show. And I hope you all have a great rest of the day. We'll see you probably towards the end of the week for the next segments and series of episodes. Be on the lookout for Spiritfarer and Hades later on this week. And as I was saying, I may also have another episode of the WoW leveling series as well later on this week on the weekend. So there'll be quite a few things